Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. Change comes in a multitude of directions in numerous ways. Sometimes we notice and sometimes we don't. Sometimes the change that comes to us is breathtaking, and sometimes it just looks like a slight variation of what used to be one type of reality. But when you look at a higher perception, when you broaden your viewpoint and you allow the magic within each moment to allow the change to unfold in a natural, harmonious, balanced way, and you encourage it to come your way, then not only are you directing the change that is coming to you through your mindset, through your vibration, through the emotional field that you hold, like your energetic field rather, that you hold, right? And sometimes we can, easily achieve this sensation or this outlook by using our positive emotions, where we look toward laughter or fun, or maybe even, different variations of love. Because you can certainly be in love with living life, and you could be in love with experiencing adventures, and you could be in love with presenting situations that have positive conclusions by bringing the positivity toward you in the change that's all around you. Sometimes people say, well, that can't be, but I always have believed, because when I choose to look at situations, no matter what they may be, in a high beat or an upbeat, high vibrational, elevated position within my own mindset, then I'm forming the bridge that I need in order to link my dreams, my desires to my physical movements, by incorporating all of my energy points within me to simultaneously, or hand in hand, or enhance each other by growing in self wisdom, by honoring the knowledge, the inner knowing, and the intuition that naturally resides within me. For as long as I've known, you know, life, I've always had these abilities, and I could never pinpoint or put a finger on or label it. Society has done this as the decades rolled by. I guess they realized that at some point, more of us were going to be starting to, ask questions, why, or when, or how. But really, the best question that you can always say to yourself is, when? Well, no. I guess the best question you can always say is, when are you going to apply the information and the knowledge that you've gained into the existence that you are today, in order to uplift and create a better environment, just not just for you, but for everybody? Because when we start changing ourselves, it's a trickle effect, because our energy will vibrate higher, and our um, foot pattern will stand stronger, and our courageous bravery will already be on the surface, leading us into, you know, paths that we've only dreamed of. And with our faith within our divinity and our connection, interconnected unity, however you want to look at it, between you and everybody else, that gives you more of an opportunity to achieve what it is that you set out to be, which is the best, highest version of each one of us. And this happens so often that we tend not to even consider some of the choices or decisions or, movements that we make to be so consequential. But when we tie them all together and we look at the pattern, then we can certainly see that it's now our time to rewrite the movements that we make by changing the narrative, by enhancing our story, by allowing the change to affect us positively in the direction in which we're moving by the motions that we make. And don't think that they're unseen, because every positive motion that you make toward your inner discoveries of you is a powerful wave within the atmosphere, within the ethers, alerting your spirit team and the divine that you are no longer sitting on the sidelines, that you are in, responsive motion, and that you are forgiving compassionately, empathetically, with constant commitment, how you hold you and how you choose to respond to the other energy that surrounds you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be wildlife. It could be nature life. It could be elemental life. It could be fundamental life too, where you need to hold balance between your spiritual side and your physical living, because it's a balance. It's a balance that's beautifully harmonized within each and every one of us when we remember, we recognize, we realize, and we respond. Those are the questions that you should be not asking, but putting motion toward, finding doable solutions that allow you the ability to be your own bridge between your spirituality and your 3D existence on this wonderful land of change. Constant, actually, change. But if you need any help, don't you dare fret, because I'm never far away and I'm always within reach. So when you find that the road may be a little confusing or twisting, or if you're second guessing or doubting, or if it seems like you've been trudging for so long without seeing the recognition, the remembrance, the realization from other energy, I'm going to remind you that it's not your business to worry about that. It's only your business to focus and enhance the best parts of you. And when you do that, the outside noise will be just static, and it won't have any room to resonate within your energy, keeping you focused on the task at hand, which is responding, remembering, realizing, retrieving all of the past pieces that make you, you. And using your higher consciousness and your inner child, or your inner adolescence, whatever structure has chosen to resonate within you, then you would have already begun the journey. You just didn't realize you were there. So when you reflect, look at your accomplishments. And everything that you've been through is an accomplishment, whether you deem it good or bad or indifferent, because it had a beginning, it had a body, like content, and it had an ending, like, the end. Because you learned, you grew, you risen above, right? Whether it's a good thing that touched your heart warmly, or it was a bad thing that touched your heart tragically, when you realize that the balance between the two is inner growth, and how you choose to remember the lesson and let go of the hurtfulness or the joy. But realize that each life lesson was meant to build you into the character, to the life, to the space, to the real you. So don't hide it. Let it shine. And let all of you integrate. And I'm here to help if you need to merge your spiritual beliefs, your inner knowing, your intuition, your energy, into how it could best benefit you and still be a productive human experiencing humanity, because that's what we're all doing. Except sometimes we forget that we're experiencing humanity on a whole, and that means everything and everyone, while we're honoring the consciousness that resides around us and embracing the possibilities of endless opportunities with ever-growing capabilities when we just balance and ground and realize that we are needed threads within this tapestry of life. And together, we definitely have the ability to change the picture, to rewrite the narrative, to allow everybody an opportunity to actually experience what true interconnected humanity in this day and age, in this time frame, is truly all about. I can't wait to hear your stories, whether they're good or they're bad or they're indifferent. Each story leads to growth. Each story leads to recognition, realization, and remembrance. Now it's time to respond and to navigate with a higher sense of perception, a broader view of not just one, but of everyone, and not just people, but places and things and energies that live around us in every dimension, on every level. This is a magical place. Let's add our magic and enhance every experience and live it again through bright, positive, inspired, encouraged, loving eyes. My lovely collective, no matter what you do, I am always sending you the energy of encouragement and the ability to allow positive change and uplifting energies to fill your field, to dance around your energy and incorporate growth and development in every move you make. Positive and pure, of course. My lovely collective, join me. Let's choose living life the way life was meant to be lived. Love and light.